Hey, love. It's Sasha Sage. Today, we need to talk about something a lot of women feel but don't always have words for. Not just never chosen in a big dramatic way, but this quieter sting. I feel like I'm always someone's option, not their actual priority. He calls you, he laughs with you, he says all the right things. You're on his mind when he's bored, lonely, or stressed. But when it's time to plan, to be clear, to actually build, suddenly you're in the we'll see, I'm just going with the flow. You know how I am category. If you've ever felt like I'm good enough for late night calls, emotional support, and vibes, but somehow not important enough for consistency, effort, and clarity, this episode is for you. We're not here to drag you. We're here to name what option treatment actually looks like, talk about how you unintentionally co-sign it, and show you what it's like to move like a woman who expects priority energy from herself first. And if you're ready to stop chasing and start choosing yourself, follow me and let's rebuild your love life, your confidence, and your peace together. Today is another beautiful day of choosing yourself, and it starts now. Okay, guys, before we get started, if you want more tips like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. It really helps the channel grow and you get more content like this in the future. Now, let's start here. Being someone's option doesn't always look like obvious disrespect. Sometimes it looks like, I miss you, but no plans. You're my peace, but you're never in the picture. I care about you so much, but his actions don't change. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably not the woman begging on the floor. You're the woman managing down what you want so you don't lose what you have. You tell yourself, he's busy. Oh, he's stressed. He's been through a lot. We're not there yet. I don't want to be needy. Meanwhile, your body knows the truth. You feel like you're on standby, wanting to be confirmed. I want to say this clearly. Feeling like an option all the time is not you being dramatic. It's your nervous system telling you this doesn't feel safe or solid. Now let's get practical. Here are some common behaviors that scream you're not a priority here, even if his mouth is saying the opposite. 1. He mostly reaches for you when he's empty, when he's bored, when his plans fall through, when he's lonely, when he's sad, drunk, or spiraling. But when he's having fun, when things are going well, when he's around people who wants to impress, you're mysteriously not part of that world. 2. The relationship lives in the gray on purpose. He loves ambiguous language. We're just vibing. I'm not putting labels on anything right now. Let's just see where it goes. But if you act like you're single, you're on dates, you're busy, you're not constantly available, suddenly he has lots of feelings about it. He wants boyfriend benefits without boyfriend responsibility. That's option energy. 3, your needs always feel like an inconvenience. Every time you want to talk about how you feel, you end up comforting him. You swallow your disappointment because you don't want to start an argument. You minimize your own needs so you don't ruin the vibe. Being around someone who actually prioritizes you feels like you can exhale. Being an option feels like you're performing chillness just to keep your spot. Now here's the uncomfortable part, and I'm saying this with love. Sometimes you're not being treated like an option. You're accidentally accepting the option package. How? 1. You respond immediately to inconsistent effort. Let's say he disappears for a week, then sends one, "Hey stranger," text. And you're replying 5 minutes later with full paragraphs and catching up. You think you're being low drama and understanding. What he hears? Access granted, no upgrade required. 2. You negotiate against your own standards. You start out saying, I want intentional dating and a relationship. But 3 months in, he's still vague and you're explaining, I'm not in a rush. We don't have to label it. I'm just enjoying the moment. Listen, you're not lying. You are enjoying him, but you're also low-key talking yourself out of the truth. This is not what you ultimately want, is it? 3. You reward words instead of watching patterns. He says something sweet after you pull away. He apologizes. He gives a nice speech about how much you mean to him. And you accept the speech as if it were a changed pattern. Now here's a wise woman rule. Words are the invitation. Patterns are the RSVP. If the pattern doesn't change, you're still in the option zone. Just with prettier sentences. Now let's talk specifically to my black and brown women for a second. Many of us were raised on some version of be understanding, hold him down, ride or die, build with him from the bottom. You were praised for being the woman who makes it work, adjusts, sacrifices, and doesn't ask for too much. So when you do start asking to be prioritized, you feel guilty. You feel like you're being demanding. And in the messaging that you're intimidating or too independent, and suddenly you're trying to make yourself smaller so somebody will finally pick you and call it love. I need you to hear me clearly. You deciding you deserve to be a priority does not make you high maintenance. It makes you healthy. There are men who actually want to prioritize the woman they're with. You being used to crumbs doesn't make crumbs a love language. Okay, so what does it look like to move like a priority woman? No, it's not about being arrogant or cold. It's about alignment between what you say you want and what you allow. Priority woman energy looks like clarity with yourself first. You admit, I want an intentional relationship. I want to be chosen, not rotated. You stop pretending you're okay with casual if you're not. Matching energy, not overcompensating. If he's inconsistent, you stop responding like a loyal girlfriend. You allow his level of effort to determine his level of access. Time limits on confusion. You're not staying in 3-year situation. Yes, you give things space to grow, but if it's still gray after a realistic window, you start making decisions, not excuses. Consequences that are real, not empty threats. If you say, I can't keep doing this, then you actually stop doing it. You don't keep coming back to the same dynamic, hoping the speech did the work for you. You don't have to punish anyone. You simply decide, I'm not available for relationships that require me to feel like an option. Now, loves, let's land this gently. If you saw yourself in this, I want you to know you're not pathetic. You're not stupid. You're not weak for men. You've just been loving people from a place that was taught to you as normal, but you're not obligated to stay there. Now, here's your homework for tonight. Write down one situation, past or present, where you felt like an option. Circle every place you minimize your needs or explain the way his behavior. Then write one sentence that sounds like a woman who knows she's a priority. Something like, I'm allowed to want a partner who shows up for me the way I show up for them. Or, I will not keep auditioning for men who treat me like a backup plan. Say it out loud, even if your voice shakes a little. You do not have to beg anyone to see your value. The right man will be relieved to finally meet a woman he can prioritize fully. Now, I'm Sasha Sage, your self-love big sister for Black and brown women. You're not an option. You're not a convenience. You're a whole woman with a whole life. And anyone who wants to be here can learn how to act accordingly. I love you enough to tell you the truth. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you in the next video.